In the last months, I've been working on a secret project called Uno AI Studio. It's a new plugin that will let you create any content using AI using free native WordPress blocks. With Uno AI Studio, you can generate a professional design system starting from a prompt. You can tweak it, you can save it into a custom library. Once the design system is applied to your website, you can start generating patterns, template parts like headers and footers, and even full pages, just by prompting and chatting with AI. And the best thing is that you can use your favorite AI model. We're currently supporting Anthropic, OpenAI, and Google, and you can connect them using your own API keys pasted into the new core AI connectors available right now on every WordPress installation. Now let me show you how the plugin works. I'm going to show you now how I generated this design system called the Banzai One and how I've used it to generate some content inside my website. In particular, we're going to create this great landing page with a beautiful design with this cards here and the pricing section and an FAQ section and a beautiful call to action to close the page. And then we're going to see also how to create footer and a header. And you can achieve all this just by prompting AI when you are on website mode. Not only you can create full pages like this, but if you prefer, you can also go ahead and generate single patterns. This is my favorite feature because you can really get granular here and generate a specific design for specific sections of your website that you can then reuse on any page or template as you wish. Currently, the generation of the content works best when you choose Opus in premium or balanced mode. And you should expect some bugs and not perfect designs out of the box, because the plugin is now currently in active development to reach the version 1 alpha. But I must say that I'm using it right now on my production website, unoplugins.com, and I have used Uno AI to generate this beautiful landing page to present this plugin, Uno AI Studio. As you can see here, the page looks gorgeous. The design system has been all generated using Uno AI Studio, and you can go ahead and buy it from here, actually. So I will leave you the link to this page in the description box down below. There is currently a launch offer, which is very special and of course limited, and it's because I'm still developing the plugin actively day by day and week by week, and it's going to improve. There's going to be more features in the next weeks. And so if you want to jump in right now and help me shape the product and make it really, really super cool, you can start with a solo license if you are building just a website for yourself. Of course, local websites won't count as licenses, so this is just going to be counted as one single production website. Or if you prefer, you can go freelancer or agency if you need more licensed websites. Or there is also a founder lifetime license, and here there are only 100 spots. When you click here, you just need to fill the checkout and you can buy it. Once you buy, you can click on the account here, you can log in, and you will be able to click on downloads and select Uno Studio, download. You go on plugins, add new, upload plugin, and you simply go and install your plugin here. You will find then Uno AI Studio here. You will need to be sure to have your connectors activated on your website. So you just need to go here and click on AI connectors and make sure to activate at least one of these. I will strongly recommend you here to use Anthropic and create an API key on the cloud platform. You create an account and then you click on Get API Key. You add some credit, $10, it would be great to get started. And then you paste here your API key on your Anthropic connector. Once you've done this, you can go back here. You can open up the settings and be sure to insert here your license to activate the plugin. You'll find the license, of course, in your account here in the licenses menu, and then you can activate it right here. All right, now we're ready to get started. Okay, now I'm clicking on Design System. I click here on New Design, and I will generate a new design. I can choose the model here. In this case, I'm going to keep a premium one. So I'm going to choose premium, and I'm going to use Claude Opus 4.8, all right? And let's go and see what it will generate here. I'm going to paste the prompt, and the brand is going to be called Banzai One. This works very well if you put the brand name in like this, into brackets like this. And let's go and see what it will happen. New design, okay, it is described here. You just need to describe what you want, the kind of buttons, the kind of aesthetic, and so on. And it will generate a design system that will be saved right inside your site editor. It won't be saved immediately. It will be generated as a draft so that you can tweak around, you can edit it, and if you're happy with it, you can save it on your library. The library stays right inside Uno AI Studio, and if you want to apply it to the site, it's going to be saved inside the site editor here. So we're going to see now how this is going to work. It's going to be very easy, don't worry, because This is just the starting point and is also the foundation of the building of your website. As you can see, you can create multiple design systems that you can use for different clients' websites, for example, or to test the different directions. As you can see, it was pretty fast now. It generated the design system live, what I was speaking here, and this is the starting point. And it did exactly what I wanted. So a brutalist style, and yeah, I really like it. By the way, in the lead style here, it's very cool. And all this, it's yeah, the basic design system with spacing, radius, borders, styles, and so on, the buttons, and so on, and we can also see here the call to actions, and this is just the starting point. If you want to enhance this and add, for example, hover effects, or just add an enhancement to the overall design system, you just need to type here, add enhancement to buttons, surfaces, navigation links, and then you send the request. This request will generate automatically for you a mini CSS framework right inside the design system. And as you can see here, we have now some, yeah, you see here some hover effects. This is a really cool retro effect. Then we can see that we have some effects also. Let me check here to the menu items here, exactly what I asked it for. Pretty nice. And we also have more, yeah, enhancement here on the call to actions. Some of those here, you see they move when you hover the mouse. Yes, all right. And okay, so we can play around with these things here and start creating our pages. So when we are happy with this, we can save to the library, or we can just immediately apply this to the site, or we can discard if we are not happy. In this case, I'm going to save it to the library first. Okay, you're gonna see that it's going to appear here, Banzai 1, great. And I'm actually having another one here that's called the same. So I'm going to apply this to the website. All right. I'm going to click on apply to site, and this is going to apply this design system to the site editor. In fact, now if I reload here the page, and there we are, you see, everything has been applied now to the site editor. The buttons are the buttons that we're using. All the rest has been styled the same. So basically we can start creating our pages. That's great. So to do that, we just need to be sure to activate this design system to the website, and we switch to the website mode. Okay, so we just created the design system. We go to the website mode, and we ask to create, for example, a pricing table pattern. Let's start with something easy. So create a pricing table pattern. Okay, let's go ahead and click on enter. And in a few seconds, we're going to see our pattern generated here, and we can jump in and edit it in the site editor if we want to change it, or do whatever we want manually, or we can just keep on going and refining it in the chat. So up to you what you want to do with this generated pattern. Let's see what will happen. Now I'm not going to cut the video here, so you're going to see how many seconds it's going to take to generate this section. Normally it takes a few seconds, but in this case, yeah, we're going to see now here how it's going to do. Okay, it is going to perform cool. Now it's finalizing it. You see here. This is called Banzai 1 pricing table. And keep in mind that I'm adding new features and refinements to this plugin each and every day. All right, great. I really like it. There is just a little bit of problem here in the colors, but it is easily tweakable. And wow, that's super cool, actually. And if I want, as I was mentioning, you can jump in the site editor. All right, and you can refine it to whatever you want. So you can change the alignment of the content. You can go ahead and correct, for example, the colors. This is something I'm working on actively. So you see here the alignment is not perfect, and also the colors are not perfect, but I'm working on making them perfect the first shot. So don't worry, all this is going to be addressed in the next versions of Uno AI Studio. But it is just a beautiful starting point, you see here. So we have this section. I think I'm going to place these elements maybe to the center. Yes, so that it's going to work a little bit better for my design, okay? And here, actually, if I open here, I see that the AI generated a few styles for the text, as you can see here. For example, this one is called eyebrow, and you can call it, you can change it to the badge here, for example. There is a problem here on the badge because the text has been assigned, but it is not a very real problem because we can just get rid of it like this. Actually, I prefer the eyebrow here. So I'll keep it as the AI generated it. I can change, of course, the text and so on. Here in this case, I just need to change the text color. It's going to be just the one that is provided like this out of the box. I'm going to align to the center, and I'm going to change here also the color of the elements of the list. All right, let's go and do that. Actually, it was just a matter of background here. It assigned this background here instead of using just the surfaces that it created. And we're just going to keep it a little bit different. I'm just going to make it, this could work pretty well, actually. Yes. Guys, here we're just starting out because this is going to become more and more powerful each and every day. So we can refresh here the iframe and we see all the new pricing table just with our final tweaks. And this is going to be saved here. If I want, I can also refine it directly from the chat here. If I want to ask to add a new table, for example, with a new product, it can do it really easily. Or we can just ask to change the copy or change the positioning of the elements. You can go ahead and do that if you want to do it, or you can also regenerate it from scratch. Now let's push this a little bit more far. So we're just going to generate a complete landing page. I have generated a few images and I have uploaded them into my media library. Now I'm copying the URL of this image here and I'm going to use it inside the prompt. The prompt is going to be placed here. I'm going to click on create new so that I'm going to create a new page and I'm going to ask AI to do that. So in the prompt, I have asked in a very simple way to create a structure with a few sections in this page. And I'm going to keep this on Opus and I'm going to click on send. Let's go ahead and see what it will generate. You see here, it is a pretty simple prompt. I'm going to test this now and see if it will come up with a good design. Rendering the preview. All right, I really like it. Banzai 1 launches today. Okay. Okay, this is the second section where I asked for some benefits to highlight, and okay, it made it. There is just this problem of color assignment actually here, but it's not very difficult to. Oh, right, cool. This one was cool and good out of the box. So you see, pick your pack, and our pricing tables are cool. All right, and then we have an FAQ section. Wow, what a beautiful design here. You see, this is and the final call to action. I like it. Basically here, the only problem is the fact that we have a problem of alignment, and in some elements we have also a problem of color assignment. But as I was mentioning, don't worry, because I'm working on it every day and it's going to become super mega powerful, even more than what you're seeing right now. This is so cool, guys. Oh, I'm so happy about it. Let me know in the comments what do you think about it. Anyway, we can open up this in the site editor. Let's go and do that actually. So we're going to see how we can manage it. Everything is going to be inside simple WordPress blocks. This is so cool and powerful. I really like it. And maybe in the future, I'm going to open up also the use of third-party blocks. Who knows? Or even other builders. Okay, let's align center this. All right. Align to the center. So you see, just a matter of alignment. I will teach here. I will create a special skill inside the plugin now to make sure that the alignment will always respect the how do you say, the design actually. And this one could stay like this. We can change here the color actually, and look also at the structure of the page. I wanted to show you that all these are simple standard blocks, Gutenberg blocks. So cool. So here you see there's just this little error, which is really small, and I'm going to improve it. And keep in mind that here it's all done live. My computer is a little bit slow, so if you see a little bit clunky stuff here, it means that it is slow. I really hope that I'm going to be able to buy a new one soon. And okay, so here we have the pricing table. Actually, I'm going to leave it like this because I like it. Okay. And we have here the FAQ section. I want to leave it like this. Yes, in this case, I want to leave it like this. And then I have my final call to action, which needs just a center alignment of the title. And that's it. So we have our beautiful page, publish. Let's go ahead and visit the page. We just created a beautiful design system, a beautiful landing page, beautiful patterns, and all this thanks to Uno AI Studio in a few minutes. You see here? So cool. Great. All right. So this is our website. Let's finish here now the demonstration of how this plugin works by creating a new header. Okay, so now here I'm asking to generate a navigation with the logo and and some navigation items and a CTA on the right. Let's see what it will come up with. This part, I haven't had the time to optimize it yet. It's going to work out of the box in a simple way. For now, you will just obtain very simple headers and footers. And as you can see here, there might be some errors yet. Okay, in this case, I just was able to obtain a pretty cool result just by asking to refine it, to make it all centered, and it worked. So yes, I'm going to stabilize this feature in the next versions of the plugin. So let me know what you think about Uno AI Studio, if you liked it, if you already bought it, and feel free to drop me a line in the comment section down below. I'm pretty curious to know what is your feedback and what are your thoughts about this. And as I was mentioning, I'm going to improve it and add new features in the next days and weeks. So stay tuned. I'm Pascal, the founder of Uno Plugins and WP Roads, and I hope to see you in my next videos. Ciao!